Jai Hind, dear student. Today I am here to discuss about the nature of roots. As in the last class I have told you about the method of completing the square and we have solved some question based on it. And with that process I have derived the quadratic formula which came out as x equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Where this term b square minus 4ac is called as discriminant which is denoted by alphabet D. This D defines the nature of roots. How does it define? If you see that the value of D is greater than 0, like when you calculate the value of b square minus 4ac from the given equation, and you see that the value of D is greater than 0, then we conclude that the value is the roots are real and distinct. Real means the value will be real number, the number which you will get will be a real number, and distinct means two different roots you will get as answer. So when the value of D is greater than 0. Again, when you see that the value of D is coming equals to 0, it means that there will be two equal roots. So real and equal roots will be possible when you get the value of b square minus 4ac. Now, if you see that the value of D is coming less than 0, it means there is no real roots possible. In that case, those roots are called as imaginary roots. So, with the value of D only, we define the nature of roots. So, you have to see that from the given equation, first of all, get the value of D, which will be in the form of b square minus 4ac. Means to say that from the given equation, first we get the value of A, B and C, and with that, see that in which of the following category the value of D is going to lie. If the value of D is coming as greater than 0, then you will conclude it as the roots are real and distinct. When you see that the value of D is equals to 0, that means that the roots are real and equal. And when you see that the value of D is less than 0, it means that no real roots are possible. So you will conclude that in this case that there is no real roots. Now when you get the value of D greater than 0, so this part you have already calculated as b square minus 4ac, that is becomes the D. So you have to put the value of b and a and you will get it solved. When the value of D is equals to 0, it means this part is becomes 0. So in this case the value of x will be minus b by 2a and minus b by 2a, as there are equal roots, you will write 2 times. So these are the three different categories. When there is greater than 0, just put the value of b and a and get it solved whole equation. When equals to 0, so this root part is becomes 0, you will left with minus b by 2a. So you will write 2 times the value of minus b by 2a, that becomes your equal roots. When the value of d is less than 0, then you will conclude it as there is no real roots, that no real root of that particular equation doesn't exist. On the same basis, I am going to solve few questions so that it is quite clear that how you are going to proceed with the exercise. So first of all, you need to learn the formula. If you will able to learn the formula, it will be easier for you to proceed with the exercise. If I take the example number 1 as 4x square plus 12x plus 9 equals to 0. So from the given equation, first of all get the value of a, b and c. A is 4, b is 12, c is 9. Now, you have, after getting the value of a, b and c, get the value of D, which is called as discriminant b square minus 4ac. So here b is 12, a is 4 and c is 9. So that become 144 minus 144, value of D is equals to 0. It means roots are equal. It means you are going to get two equal roots now. So value of x will be now minus b by 2a and minus b by 2a. So that is minus b is 12, a is 4, 3 is so this become minus 3 by 2. So answer is minus 3 by 2 and minus 3 by 2. In this way you will get your answer. I am repeating it again. First get the value of a, b and c. Then find the value of D. After getting the value of D, you will decide that in which category it is going to lie. As here the D is equals to 0, you will conclude that roots are equal. So value of x will be minus b by 2a minus b by 2a. B is 12, A is 4. We'll put and simplify as it was coming as minus 3 by 2. So value will be minus 3 by 2 and minus 3 by 2. So this way is the first example. Now I am showing you the second. Second example is 7y square minus 4y plus 5 equals to 0. Here also we will proceed in the same way. First get the value of a, b and c. A is 7, b is minus 4, c is 5. As a is the coefficient of a y square or x square, b is the coefficient of x or y, and c is the constant term along with the sign. If plus sign is there, there is no requirement of the sign. But if minus sign is there, if any of them, you will have to take the sign. As here b was having minus 4, so that you will take it as minus 4. So value of d is given as b square minus 4ac. So that become minus 4 square minus 4 into 7 into 5. That becomes 16 minus 140. That become minus 124. So here it is quite clear that the value of d is less than 0. So you will conclude that roots of the equation does not exist, or you can say that real roots of the equation does not exist. Roots can be real or complex also. They cannot say only roots. They will write it as real roots of the equation does not exist in the case when you get the value of d as less than 0. So whenever it is asked to find the nature of roots and to see that if they exist, and then you proceed further. So first get the value of d. That d will define that whether you will going to proceed further or not. And one time when you get the value of d as greater than 0, then you will again use the quadratic formula to proceed further and get two distinct roots. When you see the value of d as equals to 0, then you will get two equal roots. When the value of d is less than 0, you will directly conclude that real roots of the equation does not exist. So this is the second equation as example. Now I am showing you one more example which will be on the basis of k, to find the value of k, and the question is k minus 12x square plus 2 times k minus 12x plus 2 equals to 0. K minus 12x square plus 2 times k minus 12 plus 2 equals to 0. It says that roots are equal. Then you have to find the value of k. When it already mentioned that the roots are equal, then you will directly go where the roots are equal. Roots are equal when d is equals to 0. So d means b square minus 4ac equals to 0. B is the coefficient of x, that is 2 times k minus 12 whole square. 4 a is k minus 12 and the xc is 2. You will make it equals to 0. Now either you multiply 2 inside the bracket and then make the whole square, or you can directly make the whole square. So squaring, when you are going to do, square of 2 will be 4 and the square of k minus 12 minus 4 2s are 8 times k minus 12 equals to 0. As k minus 12 is there 2 times, if you make the whole square, that will be a quite longer process. When you see that 4 times k minus 12, 4 times k minus 12 can be taken out as common. So we can take it out 4 times k minus 12 as common. So here you will be left with k minus 12 and here we will be left with 2 equals to 0. So now this become 4 times k minus 12, k minus 14 equals to 0. Now 4 can be made equals to 0, nothing will be there. But k minus 12, k minus 14 will be made equals to 0. So value of k is coming as 12 and k minus 14 equals to 0, value of k equals to 14. But it's not possible that both the value will satisfy your equation. When you see the k value of k equals to 12, when you put the value of k as 12, 12 minus 12 becomes 0, 12 minus 12 becomes 0. So these two will not exist, so that will not remain but any quadratic now. So since you will mention there, since k equals to 12 does not satisfy the equation, therefore k equals to 14 is the answer. So here the answer will be value of k as 14, because you have seen that when I put the value of k as 12, so your x coefficient of x square becomes 0, so your x square becomes 0, and you know that in any case in quadratic equation if the value of a becomes 0, that won't remain any quadratic, so value of k will not satisfy the equation. So value of k will not take into consideration, will only take the value of k as 14. So hence the final answer of k is 14. This way you are going to get the answer. So these are two types of question related with the roots. One which will be asked to find the nature of roots, and then if the roots exist then use the quadratic formula to find it. Or second, the category of root will be given, that in which category the root is going to lie, and accordingly use the value of d to get the missing value of k. These two tests we are going to see in the fourth exercise of quadratic equation. Let's solve some question from the exercise and give you one question as homework also of the same, so that you may try to solve. So first I am telling you the homework part of it. So in homework part you may mention it as, in exercise 4.4 homework will be first question first part and second question first part. Do the first part of both as homework, and I'll do the rest of the part. Like second part of the first question is given as 3x square minus 4 root 3x minus 4 root 3x plus 4 equals to 0. 3x square minus 4 root 3x plus 4 equals to 0. So here it asks to find the nature of roots, and if they exist, find it. So first we get the value of a, b and c. A is 3, b is minus 4 root 3 and c is 4. So here also first of all we'll get the value of discriminant d, which is given as b square minus 4ac. So minus 4 root 3 square minus 4 into 3 into 4. Minus 4 root 3 square minus 4 square 16 into root 3 square 3. 16 3 is 48. 4 4 is 16 3 is 48. Roots d is equals to 0. It means roots are equal. And when the roots are equal, the value of x is taken as minus b by 2a minus of minus 4 root 3 and 2 into 3. 2 cancelled 4 2 times, that become 2 root 3 by 3. So roots are 2 root 3 by 3, 2 root 3 by 3. This way you will get your answer. First of all, get the value of a, b and c from the equation, and then find the d to check in which category it is going to lie. As here the roots was equal, so that will apply minus b by 2a as I told you in the example also, and we'll get the value and simplify it. This will give you 2 root 3 by 3 and 2 root 3 by 3. This is your answer. So this is second part. Now I'll solve the third part. Third part says that 2x square minus 6x plus 3. 2x square minus 6x plus 3 equals to 0. Again here we'll get the value of a, b and c. And we'll get the discriminant b square minus 4ac. So b is minus 6 square minus 4 into 2 into 3. That become 36, that become 12, that become 24, and 36 minus 24, 12. So value of d is coming out as 12. Now we'll get the value of x, as it is minus b plus minus under root d by 2a, as d was discriminant. B square minus 4ac, we'll put the value minus of minus 6 plus minus root 12 by 2a, 2 into 2. As root 12, when you factorize, root 12 can be written as 2 6 are, 2 3 are, 3 1s are. It means root 12 can be written as root 2 into 2 into 3. That could also be written as 2 root 3. So we can write 2 root 3 for the same. So this become 6 plus minus 2 root 3 by 4. As we are seeing that from numerator we can take it out 2 as common. We'll take it as 2 at common. So 3 plus minus root 3 by 4. We cancel it by 2 times. So value of x will be now 3 plus root 3 by 2 and 3 minus root 3 by 2. So this will be your answer. Two distinct roots. One is 3 plus root 3 by 2 and the other is 3 minus root 3 by 2. This will get your answer. So I am repeating it again. 2x square minus 6x plus 3. First get the value of a, b and c. A is 2, b is minus 6, c is 3. Value of d, b square minus 4ac, b square minus 4 into 2 into 3, 36 minus 24, that becomes 12. Now put the value of minus 6, d is 12 by 2, a is 2, so that becomes 6. Root 12 can be written as 2 root 3. 2 can be taken out as common, that becomes 3 plus minus root 3 by 2. Plus minus means once you will take in the form of addition, one subtraction. So that becomes 3 plus root 3 by 2, 3 minus root 3 by 2. So two distinct roots are 3 plus root 3 by 2 and 3 minus root 3 by 2. So this is the third part of it. Now I'll do the second question, which is based on a value of k. So second question, second part. For kx time x minus 2 plus 6 equals to 0. Kx time x minus 2 plus 6 equals to 0. And we have to get the value of k. It says that they have two equal roots. So two equal roots are possible when the value of d is equals to 0. So first let us write our equation in the standard form of a quadratic equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c. So when you multiply, that become kx square, that become 2kx plus 6 equals to 0. Now get the value of a, b, c. After getting the value of a, b and c, we can get the value of discriminant d equals to 0, as it is given that the roots are equal, and the roots are equal when the d is equals to 0. So we'll put the value of d equals to 0, that is b square minus 4ac equals to 0. That become minus 2k square minus 4 into k into 6 equals to 0. 4k square minus 4 6 are 24k equals to 0. 4k can be taken as common, k minus 6 equals to 0. Now you'll see that 4k times k minus 6 equals to 0. Now we'll make both separately equals to 0. So once value of k is 0, k minus 6 equals to 0, value of k equals to 6. Now in these two values, we'll see that which of the following value can satisfy the value of quadratic equation in our equation. When you take the value of k as 0, so this part becomes 0, this part becomes 0, you are left with 6 only, and that won't remain quadratic now. So you will write it as, since k equals to 0 does not satisfy the equation, therefore k equals to 6 is your answer. So your final answer will be k equals to 6. I am repeating it again. First, you write your equation in the standard form of quadratic equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Then get the value of a, b and c. As it was given in the question that the roots are equal, it means your d is equals to 0. Put that as the d is b square minus 4ac. Write the value of b, a and c. And you see that we get the value of 4k times k minus 6 equals to 0. Now separately we will make, as the product is equals to 0, it means separate will get equals to 0. So 4k equals to 0, k equals to 0, k minus 6 equals to 0, k equals to 6. When you take the value of k as 0, the equation will no more remain quadratic. So k equals to 0 will not satisfy the equation. So your final answer will be k equals to 6. So this is all about today's class. Today we have discussed the nature of roots and the question on the basis of the same. From the next class onward, we'll start the word problems of the quadratic equation. Although I have done the quadratic equation word problem of first exercise, I'll repeat it again. And this question, first part, and the second question, first part, is a homework. Do solve these two questions in your class or copy as homework. And till the time, stay safe.